All right, you went potty, you got your popcorn, you did what you had to do, poured another cup of tea or coffee, grabbed another glass of wine because you had to get in. What are you going to do?
I want to get into the schools. I want to be a roving motivator, an inspirational speaker in all the schools. I literally want to be in the room, not on the screen. I want to take my tapes and I want to teach the power of lifelong learning and the power of curiosity, and basically, in its, I suppose, simplest terms, give a TED Talk for teenagers to teach these kids who I think somewhere along the way have been failed and overrun, I think, with data, but not with enough of what the mission really is. The mission, people, is not to squander your time in a classroom and just wait for the bell to ring, but to be thinking about your life. And because my dad taught me, we had many, I was one of 8 kids, and we had many, many acronyms around our house, but the dominant one was that it's a yo-yo world. You're on your own. Now, yeah, we had a lot of love in the family and a lot of help and a lot of this and a lot of that. But in the end, we really are all on our own, and I'm not sure the kids know that. And I think if they had somebody to come in and show tapes and show how questions, if you just keep questioning everything, you eventually get to answers. And answers can be answers whether they're in a news setting or in just your own personal life. And I'm not sure that people are asking enough questions of all the various options. And I have tapes galore. If I could only get the chance and the machinery and the you know, sort of mission to get at all these tapes, I could show how follow-up questions get you to answers, and they get you to places where you weren't at the beginning. And that's what I think the kids should be focusing more on. And yeah, I don't think they're asking enough questions of their own lives and of their own, you know, possibilities. And I think they're selling themselves short, and I think sometimes the system is selling itself short by just focusing on everything on, okay, we've got math, we've got English, we've got history, we've got this, we've got that. What about why are we even here?
Why do you think the curiosity lacks?
I don't know why it lacks, but I know it's the key to the enterprise. It is absolutely the key to the kingdom. And I just think it sometimes is helpful to have just, and now for something completely different, just new blood, a fresh face, comes in for an hour, and whoa, that guy changed my life. Some bell just went off because I am like sleepwalking through this whole school thing. And now I'm going to really come at this differently.
That's good stuff.
Well, I hope it is. I know in my head, I feel I can pull it off. And the part that I learned from the teaching, so it all sort of is interconnected, is that there's power when you're in the room and the guy on the screen is the same guy standing there talking to you. Now the kids say, wait a minute, this guy's not just talking, you know, off some 3-ring notebook. He's been in the arena. He was there when the state police came to the raid there, at that raid on the Narragansett Indian smoke shop in Charlestown there. He was there at the nightclub fire. He was there in all these various situations. He was there when, you know, various criminals were leaving federal court and not wanting to talk, and you get him with the right question and bam, there's your answer. Somehow we got an answer. Then you come out of that and you go, okay, I'm not really talking about that, but I am showing you that persistence pays off. And I think persistence is another underrated quality. Persistence, right? How did you make it? Persistence, right? Don't give up. And don't give up at the first slightest little bump in the road, please. Wait for a mountain at least before you cave.
Invite Sean in. He'll be back here. He's an evolving project, as we all are. Good to see you, sir.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
Final word when we come back. Stay with us.